Find your way into a comfortable seat. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. This is Warm Yin. My name's Amanda, and I'll be guiding you through this evening's practice. So lovely to see everyone. Makes me happy. I was teaching this weekend and going through all of these different aspects of yogic philosophy, which is one of my favorite things about yoga and why I like to teach yoga and why I especially like to teach in trainings. And then yesterday I was making homemade marshmallows, as one does. And our mixer just does not sound like it's happy. Our mixer, in fact, sounds like I'm not sure how many more batches of marshmallows it's truly going to allow me to make. And I was reflecting on this concept of non-attachment and thinking, what am I going to do without my mixer? Because if you've ever made marshmallows, you know that it is a very easy process, but you have to beat them for 20 minutes. And there's no way I'm standing there with a hand mixer after I've had a stand mixer for 10 years and going to beat something for 10 minutes. That's just not what I'm gonna do anymore. And so I was thinking, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do without a mixer. And then I was going back to yogic philosophy and be like, do I really need a stand mixer? And then I decided, yes, I do. So when it gives out, I will replace it. And that's just part of what I like to have in my life. And why I bring this forward is because sometimes we can get so caught up in what do I need versus what do I want, and do I really need a stand mixer? And no, in the grand scheme of things, I don't need one, but I really like to have one, and I plan to have one from now on. And that can be how you let things into your life, is what serves you, what helps you, what makes you happy, because sometimes it's a stand mixer. So with that, let's practice. So lengthen up through your spine, reach through the crown of your head. And you might close down your eyes, or perhaps you allow them to remain open. It's your choice. And start to settle into the space of your breath. Noticing what it feels like to breathe. Where does the breath go in your body? Does it feel as though your breath is stagnant or stuck somewhere? Does it feel like your breath is fluid? There's no right or wrong to any of it. It's an observation. Getting more in tune with what's present for you in any given moment. What does it feel like to notice the breath? To pay attention to something that's both automatic and can be manipulated. When you feel ready, draw your hands together in front of your heart. And we'll open our time together with one Om. Inhale. And softly release your hands down by your thighs. Gently open your eyes to come into butterfly. So soles of the feet come together, knees drop open, lengthen up through the crown of your head, and then begin to fold your way forwards. Yin is a practice that's done entirely on the ground, generally in a seated or laying down position. And its invitation is to get deeper into your connective tissues. This can take some time because often the muscles decide that they want to be in charge. And so first, your muscles might take some time to be appeased. And then over time, you might be able to get deeper into things like joints and tendons and ligaments. Because these tendons and ligaments and joints, the deeper tissues within, they tend to be cooler in nature. And so they respond better to slow, gentle traction as opposed to quick, repetitive movement. And that means that we hold poses for a number of minutes. And sometimes as you're in a pose, you might find yourself folding a little bit deeper. Or you might find that the resistance increases and that you need to ease partially or entirely out of a pose. Any sensations of pain, like pinching, burning, or stabbing, those are indicators that your body has surpassed where it wants to be tonight. And then you might go back to the sense of attachment. Do you have expectations of where your body should be tonight? What it should be feeling? And can you maybe consider letting that go? And instead be present Take a deep breath in through your nose, let it go through your mouth. With the help of your hands, make your way all the way into an upright position. Reach down to either side of your knees, help them come together. Shift to the middle of your mat and make your way down onto your back into your first mini Shavasana. We come into mini Shavasans between each pose or each side to give the body an opportunity to process and integrate the previous pose. Notice what sensations are present. When you feel ready, feel free to stay in your mini Shavasana as long as you can. When you feel ready, draw your knees in towards your chest, rock from side to side. And whether rocking forwards and backwards or rolling to one side, make your way up to seated and then onto hands and knees. Two options here. The first one, both of them are a twist, but they just have a little bit of a different lower body to them. So in the first one, it's thread the needle. For those of you familiar, it's either thread the needle or twisted child's pose. So for thread the needle, one hand comes in front of you, and maybe we'll just all go the same way. So the right hand will come in front first. Left hand twists through between the wrist and the knee. Maybe the left shoulder comes down to the ground. And in this version, your hips stay stacked up in the air. In the child's pose twist, it's the same upper body motion, but the knees come a bit wider, toes come together, hips sink towards the heels, and then twisting from child's pose. And if your left shoulder doesn't quite come to the ground, not to worry at all. If you feel like you don't have quite enough of a twist, you might press a little stronger into your right hand and inch your left hand further over towards the right. Although yin is practiced in relative stillness, that doesn't mean that you're not permitted to move. Sometimes you might pay attention to why your body wants to move or how your body wants to move. And sometimes there's clarity that there's sensations of pinching, burning, or stabbing that your body wants to move away from. And other times, it's really difficult to pinpoint why the body might want to move. You might notice where your mind wanders to. In keeping with the idea of letting go, you might let go of expectations of the mind. Deep breath in through your nose, let it go through your mouth. And press into your right hand, allow your left arm to come out. Move and shift any way you need to, finding your way into your next place of stillness. So that might be the abdomen, it might be the back, it might be a different shape altogether. But finding a place where you can be in stillness. And there's no rush to get there if movement is needed. And draw your attention down to your lower abdomen. Notice what it feels like in your lower abdomen. It might feel warm or cool, heavy or light. There might not be any sensation present. When you feel ready, move any way your body needs you to move, finding your way back up to hands and knees to come into the second side of your twist. So this time the right hand comes out in front of you and left arm threads through. It might be the same variation, or perhaps it's the opposite. So just noticing what it is that your body needs. And just as before, you might press stronger into your left hand so that your right hand can scooch over a bit more. Notice where your mind is at. And you always have a choice within the context of your mind. You might choose to follow along with your thoughts. You might prefer to observe them from a distance. You might redirect your attention away from your thoughts altogether. Seeing if you can let go of any expectations around your thoughts. Deep breath in through your nose, let it go through your mouth. Press into your left hand and allow your right hand to come all the way back out. Feel free to move and shift any way you need to. You might feel the need to move through a little cat-cow or side to side, or you might prefer to come directly into a mini shavasana. It's your choice. And when you've found yourself into a place of stillness, draw your attention to your lower abdomen. And perhaps repeat in your head, "May I be at ease." When you feel ready, move any way your body needs you to move, finding your way into a seated shape. Extend one leg out in front of you, draw the other one in. It might be all the way out in front of you or towards the corner of your mat. And with the help of your hands, lengthen up through your spine and walk yourself forwards. So a few different directions you can go here. Once you find yourself into a stopping point, you might stay leaning forward, or you might start to turn and position yourself over your knee, or you might turn the opposite way, coming wider than your leg, or if your leg is slightly wide, then towards there. So lots of different options for angles. You might play around with it. And once you've found one that's sustainable, then perhaps you sink your chin towards your chest, letting go. And you're welcome to have a slight bend in your extended leg too, if that's better for you. Notice where your mind is at. Giving yourself an opportunity to decide what to do with the thoughts that occur. Deep breath in through your nose, let it go through your mouth. And with the help of your hands, slowly rise yourself up, lean back slightly, allow both of your feet to come down to the ground. Feel free to move any way you need to before coming down onto your back. Draw your attention to your lower abdomen. Perhaps repeating in your head, may I let go. When you feel ready, draw your knees in towards your chest, rock from side to side, and however works best for you, find your way back up to seated one more time. Opposite leg comes out while the other one draws in. And again, with the help of your hands, lengthening up, walking yourself forward. Once you reach that stopping point, then perhaps playing around with the angles of where you can fold to. Knowing it might not look the same and probably won't look the same from one side to the next. Notice where your mind is at. You might observe your thoughts going by or participate in them. Perhaps you redirect your attention. Deep breath in through your nose, let it go through your mouth. Slowly rise yourself all the way up into an upright position, leaning back. Feel free to move any way your body needs you to, coming into your last mini Shavasana. And draw your attention to your lower abdomen. Repeating in your head, may I know that I am enough. When you feel ready, draw your knees in towards your chest, rock from side to side. And when you feel ready, release your knees over towards the right. Arms might be in cactus arms with bends at the elbows, or perhaps there's somewhere landed on your body. In our last set of poses here, I invite you to continue to notice where your mind is at. To see if you can let go of any attachment that you have to thoughts. Choosing again and again, knowing that it might be different each time. Whether to pay attention to your thoughts or to let them go. Deep breath in through your nose, let it go through your mouth. And slowly rise your knees all the way back up to center. Take at least one full round of breath here. And then release your knees over to the second and last side. Deep breath in through your nose, let it go through your mouth. And slowly start to bring your knees all the way back up to center. Move and shift any way your body needs you to before finding your way into your Shavasana. Your cold towels are towards the top of your mat for those of you in studio. It can be really lovely draped over the eyes or throat or abdomen. And as you rest in the space of your Shavasana, continue to notice your mind. Invite it to let go, in the knowing that I will call you back when it's time. And start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Reawaken your body. Move and shift any way your body needs you to. In your own time, roll gently to your side. And with the help of your hands, press yourself all the way up into a seated position. And take a moment here, perhaps inviting in a sense of letting go as you move on through your week. And invite your hands to join in front of your heart. We'll close our time together with the sound of Om, followed by 3 Shanti. First, a cleansing breath in through the nose and out through your mouth. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. With gratitude and appreciation, I thank you.